BiggerPockets is literally the worst site for beginner real estate investors. And I know it's a large claim, but hear me out. For 4 years, I couldn't invest in real estate. Why? Because I had so much information tossed at me. I had information about having to build a team and having a lawyer and a real estate agent and a contractor and all this stuff. I had all this information about all of these different financing strategies. I had all this information about all these different types of real estate to buy. I was so overwhelmed. As someone who is in their 20s, as someone who doesn't have a lot of information, not a lot of information, a lot of money, right? If I don't have a lot of money, I am very scared to invest in real estate, okay? I need to be 100% confident about what I do. And the issue with BiggerPockets is they're giving me all of this information, and all that's doing is making me more scared, more overwhelmed. And it's a sick cycle of I went on BiggerPockets or I listened to a BiggerPockets podcast and I got all motivated and all excited, right? And then all of a sudden, that motivation disappears. That motivation goes away for a few days. It was there for maybe a day or two, and you're like, yeah, I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to invest in real estate. And instead, what do? You have to go back, listen to another podcast, read another book, watch another YouTube video because you don't know what to do. Stop it. This is why BiggerPockets is bad for beginner real estate investors. For everyone else, for people who have started already, it's amazing. And it's actually better than anything out there before I started my channel. I'm going to be a little biased here. It's pretty good, right? Because most people just throw the tips, the high-level tips, instead of actionable advice. That's what you're missing. Okay? You don't need to read another book on how to buy a property. Instead, you just need the exact steps. Step 1 is getting clear on your strategy. Step 2 is making sure you pick a location using data points. Step 3 is making sure you figure out how you're going to finance it. And step 4 is getting good at analyzing deals and making that last offer. Making the offer. That's the last step. Right? That's all you need. Forget about everything else. I'm sick and tired of hearing that I need to read more, I need to learn more. Most of you have read 1, 2, 3, 4 books already. You've listened to hundreds of hours of the BiggerPockets podcast. That's enough. You don't need more, okay? And BiggerPockets is making the issue worse by continuously feeding you more and more information that you don't need. It's not BiggerPockets' fault, technically. It's your fault, okay? And it's my fault. I did the same thing. I know how it feels. You're scared and you need that extra bit of motivation, that extra push. So you decide to go read, you decide to go buy another book, you decide to go listen to another podcast, whatever you want to do. It frustrates me. If you hear it in my voice, I am frustrated right now because I've fed up with hearing all of you say, I need to learn something else. I'm not ready yet. You just need the guidance through the process, and that's what I'm here for.